bunch of elk right there. Don't know where the bull is with that bunch of cows and calves, but it's a pretty little bunch of elk right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 of them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them right there. Don't know where the bull is. Obviously, he won't be too far away. He's probably with a cow right now, I would imagine. That's a pretty nice little, good-looking little bunch of. That's a little small bull out to the right. That's a little spike. Just a baby. A little spike, and he's looking around probably for that big bull. He's a one-horn spike. He's got a pretty nice harem, huh? Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 7 plus him, yeah. There's actually 8 of them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. One little baby, a 2-year-old, some cows, and one little one-horn spike. You don't have much to battle with there, buddy. Well, as long as I'm out here, he's probably going to hang around. Now, you look off out there and see, of course, Chris is out for her, kind of her morning ride this morning. And, and Whitey's going to poop, obviously. Chris is out for her morning ride. Now, hopefully he'll wander off a little bit here, but he knows there's food around, and he knows that he's probably going to go run a little Whitey off right there. He might not. He doesn't have to do much to run him off. You see that Beamer is out there taking care of his boss. She's out there talking to Beamer and petting him, and he's sitting right there beside her. He's got so good around the deer. So good around the deer. And little Whitey is just not big enough to handle himself with these other deer. Now, right over here is Wild Child. And, of course, actually, Forrest will probably be aggressive as far as around food with her right now. But his attitude toward her will change in a little bit. But you can see that it can get kind of hairy here pretty quick. And he put his head down a little bit there to kind of show a little dominance so he could make sure he got the food. He's just a big boy. He is just a big boy. And you just got to be very careful around him. And more careful as time goes by. This weather's going to cool off this next week. You can go over and visit Wild Child just a little bit. Sniff around on her and do a little licking. She enjoys and appreciates the attention of an older man. And she says, well, maybe she doesn't. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Sherry brought Chris's car back, sitting over there in between the buildings. Beautiful. It's gray at times, and it's blue at times. This morning in the shadows, it looks a really pretty blue. Chris's Sunday go-to-meeting car, for sure. But there's a lot of acorns falling too, so the deer got a lot of acorns. Forrest, he decided he's going to go. He decided he's going to go with Wild Child, looks like. Or he's just going to go on his merry way. I don't know which. You trying to get her to follow? That's what they always did to me, big boy. Yeah, right. Wild Child, if you'll hang around here, baby, I got a big bowl of food for you and a little Whitey. Yeah. Forrest has already eaten a bunch this morning. All righty, there's my pretty baby right there. She said, where'd the bowl go, Jimmy? There it is, right there. Yeah, we'll let her just eat out of the bowl a little bit. I fixed them a nice bowl. Sherry bought about 8 or 10 bags of carrots. My friend Georgiana Childress sent us some more neck bands, women's hair nets in bright colors. Bright colors. We need the bright colors, and she sent them in bright colors. I think 3 packages of them that Georgiana sent for us, and she put a $20 bill in the card with it. It's in a real sweet card, asking about Chris and praying for Chris, and just a sweet, sweet lady. Sherry bought Bought quite a few. Yep. All of a sudden, she just decided to turn and walk off, and left quite a bit in the bowl. Quite a bit in the bowl. And I'm gonna hang on and see maybe if little Whitey will come back around. But maybe she's full. Got little Whitey back up here, yeah. And Forrest walked off, and he's way over there across the way. See him way across the road over there? That's him clear on the other side. He walked all the way around. I believe that's him over there anyway. If not, he'll show up here as soon as he hears crunching, but that looks like him. So I've got quite a bit of the bowl left. Still a few apples in there. You can see that little Whitey looks pretty impressive for his first horns. He's got a couple of pieces broken off. And he has lost his necklace, his collar, like some people call it, just a woman's hairband. But he's enjoying the apples. I've got 3 apples cut up in there. He's enjoying them. A lot of them are gone. He's got some honey and Cheerios also. He's got some Cheerios to eat. So that's good. Perhaps Cheerios without the honey on them might be even better. Just the oats. And he's eating a little bit of that. He ate the apples out of there. He loves apples. He's eating all of the apples. There's still some carrots. What do you say, buddy? What you say, buddy? Yeah, a good boy. Such a good boy. Yeah, such a good boy. Eat your carrots. They'll help your eyesight. You need to have good eyesight. Yep. Isn't that cool? I'm trying to get him to have it now. I've left him out 2 or 3 nights in a row now. We got put back in, not before last, but not last night. And Wild Child's been out for 3 or 4 straight days now. And they're staying close to home. But I actually saw some coyote poop just over there on the other side of that road from last night. So the coyotes are coming around close and coming up here to see me. Coming up here to see me, lick my arms. Look at him. He's such a lover. Now, he can get kind of ornery, too, when we get into the rut. And he's got big enough horns to hurt you. And he is a big enough deer to hurt you. He's fine right now, and he's full. You see that they like the carrots, and he ate all the apples, but they're eating outside. They're eating Bermuda grass, and acorns are falling, and eating leaves that are getting blown down. And so they're getting a wide variety of food to eat right now. But I like get them in the habit of staying close to the house if possible. That's the safest place for them to be. When the rut starts, all bets are off. They will just go wherever they can to chase a lady. Aren't we guys kind of silly? Yep, we are, but we love it. And then the ladies do too. Hey, there is a beautiful cow elk. There was actually 2 of them down there, and one of them walked off. Just leisurely walked down behind the pens there before I could get a picture of it. Been a lot of beautiful things happening out here this morning. Sunday morning coming down, exactly. Some of you wondering if the geese are still around. Yes, they are. They're hanging around in pretty large numbers. They have not been coming up here to the edge of the lake right in front of the house like they had been, but there's still an awful lot of them out there. And that's about as far as I can go, but the geese keep going. You can see quite a few of them out there talking and just enjoying the morning. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And they're large. And they're noisy. And they're just kind of cruising around having a great time. Benelli's off down there in the water somewhere right in front of the house here. I don't know where. She doesn't seem to bother those geese at all. They don't come up in the yard, which is good. It looks like I'm calling them to me, doesn't it? They're coming right on over here. They're probably going into the bank to feed down there on that other side somewhere. Might be coming right up to the house, it looks like. They kind of turned and came this way. And I see Benelli down there in the water. swimming across that little bay. She gets in the water many times during the day. She is absolutely the true definition of a water dog. Absolutely the true definition of a water dog. And the geese look like they're coming to her. Of course, obviously, they're not afraid of a dog. They can fly, and she can't. If she could fly, she would be a mess. And she's coming, running back up through the yard. Yeah, she's already up here. Hey, Benelli, you're all wet, girl. You're all wet. Don't get up against me. Beautiful bunch of Canada geese. Well, we have Wild Child and little Whitey pretty much on the porch. Chris is sitting here with me. Benelli's sitting here being a good girl. Baby, what do you think?
I don't know.
They're pretty, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're almost on the porch. Look at little Whitey. He's going to come right up here on the porch with us. Little Whitey, what are you doing? Are you coming up here to see Chris? Are you coming to see Chris, huh? Is that what you're doing? There was a big buck just ran by out there running. I don't know what. Something chased him or something scared him or something got after him or what. Wild Child went back in the front pen. I've got that other little buck in there. Tried to get him to come out this morning. He wouldn't. I've got the door open. Wild Child and Whitey went both in there. Good lands. My word, look at the turkeys. Look at the turkeys. That's a pretty good bunch of turkeys right there. Several young birds in there. Yeah, several young birds in there. They're gathering up for the wintertime, which is what they do. That's a pretty bunch of birds right there. My goodness. 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15. I think I'm counting 15 there. Behind that tree. Kind of a little bit difficult. They're hearing me talking, even though I'm inside. See them sticking their head up and looking around. They're hearing me talking. 2, 5, 8, 11, 13, 15. Count it again, I got 15. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Back when the turkeys were really, really doing well in Kansas in the wintertime, I would sometimes see bunches that had 300 birds in them. That's amazing, isn't it? This is the most amazing sights you could ever imagine. The wild is really something at times. That's a pretty good bunch of birds right there. They're beautiful, even though we are shooting through. Now, if I walked out there, they'd all scatter and run. They're hearing me even inside. They're really enjoying that. I bought a 50-pound sack of rice seed to overseed the yard like I did last year. That'll keep things green. That'll keep things green out there. Clear up probably till November, December. This is October, so we'll have, probably keep it green a couple more months. Uh-oh, something scared them. There they go. There they go. Ooh, something really scared them. Oh, it's Benelli. Benelli's out there. I better go get onto her. There is the elk that we got, elk and her baby, that we got a little video of nursing in the front yard. We just saw something happen a few minutes ago and did not get any video of it. I actually carried my phone in the other room. That elk was out in the front between here and the lake, and I saw her out there a little earlier, and I'd carried my phone in the other room and laid it down, and Benelli was outside, and I walked back in here and looked out, and Benelli was sitting in the front yard, probably 30 yards away from that cow elk and her baby, and just sitting there. She wasn't messing with them at all, anything. And I thought, well, that'd be a cute deal right there. And I looked around. I'd left my phone laying in there. And all all of a sudden, that elk took off toward Benelli wide open. And of course, Benelli took off wide open the other direction and come running through the dog door 100 miles an hour. It was so funny. It'd been so cool to have that on video, but I didn't get it on video, so I'm just telling the story. But quite a deal right there, I guarantee you. You can see the little baby now has walked out from behind those limbs there. You can see the front of it, but that cow elk, I don't think has to worry too much about coyotes. I guess a pack of coyotes might get them down on the ground. If that ever happened, they could kill an elk. But I tell you what, one coyote will not have much of a chance of getting that baby elk. And that baby's pretty good size, of course. But I did not see him nursing this morning. But what a cool deal that was. Sure wish I could have shared that with y'all. Well, I did share it, just without the video. All right, babies. I have your food. I have your food right here. I have a bowl. That's right. You hear me talking, don't you? Yeah. I've got a bowl. I'm going to move on. Look at her running. That is so. She is such a sweetheart. She's not Lucy, but she definitely is a sweetheart. Looky there, baby. Let me back off of this here. Looky there, boy. Looky there. How about an apple? Now, I'm not going to get down around in front of the camera because I've got my shirt off. And the reason I have my shirt off, so I'm getting ready to wash my Ram truck sitting out there. It's dirty. We have storms forecast. And I want to get my truck washed up, get my truck nice and clean before the storms get here. And there's have a possibility of ping pong size hail. So I want to get my truck cleaned up and put in one of the boat buildings. I've got a stall in there for it. And I'm just going to set this down here right now. There you go, guys. Set that in there and back off and just watch them enjoy it. And here's the problem I have when I do that is Mr. Forrest comes in here. Level things up here. Mr. Forrest comes in and he wants to run everybody off. Now, y'all don't need to be doing that. Mr. Forrest, here, you let the babies eat. You let the babies eat, huh? Don't hit me with those horns. Hey, you get back there and let the babies eat. Go back there and eat. Hey, go back. No, hey, go back there. No, hey. Don't you get after that baby. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo. Oh my goodness. I don't know what showed up on video. Hey. You get back. You are getting too wild. Hey, I'm gonna get up on the porch. Woo-hoo-hoo. He is aggressive around food. Knocked the tripod over. Broke the tripod, actually. Broke the tripod. Which I will fix that tripod. And I'm just gonna wait a little bit here because I've got stuff out there. I threw some carrots out, hoping that he would go eat those carrots. Woohoo! That could get kind of hairy right there. I'll look back at that and see what that looked like. I know that it went kind of crazy. Some of the things you see that happen when the camera goes crazy. Well, this one definitely went crazy. And there you go. There you go, buddy. Throw some apples and carrots out. Here, there's your carrot. Throw some apples and carrots out to those guys. I'll just wait until he disappears a little bit. I know, little whitey. Woo! And that was all over food. That's not over a girl. It's even worse if it's over a girl. There you go, guy. I can kind of throw some stuff out there and the babies can eat it. Oh, little. Uh-oh, he's gonna go run them off from out there. Now that was a very short battle, but now see, he's running the girl off even too. So that was a little hairy for a second or two there, and I knew he wasn't really, aggressively fighting from a rut standpoint or testosterone. It's just that he's quite a bit larger. He's almost twice the size as little Whitey. And he just wants to make sure that Whitey knows that he's the boss. And he's just messing around over the food there. I would set the food up on the porch here, and I think maybe that the babies will come up here and get it. But I think also that that he probably would as well, which is not good. I have to work on my tripod a little bit. I might be able to fix it with some zip ties. I fixed part of it with zip ties already. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. And they're wanting to come back and eat. They know I've got Cheerios in here also. So what a deal that was. Woohoo! Good way, I guess, to end this week's Antlers video is right here with a food confrontation on the front porch. Guys and girls, y'all remember, I sure do love you.